Okay, hey there. This is for Boss Lady. Got the trim all the way down, across the top, all the way down, and then all the way down at the bottom. But as I was finishing just now, I got to thinking, these are 2-inch screws, and the trim plus one picket fence is about it's not quite 2. So where they go into here and go into a 2x4, that's fine. That's what these are really the purpose of these. But through here to just one of these, they may be sticking out on the other side, and I think they're probably going to be sticking out about that much. I don't know how it's going to look, so I'm going to go over there and pause the video and go over there and see if it's something that we might have to address. Okay, I'm over here next door, in the yard next door, and as I suspected, I should have thought about this before, but never done all this before, so I guess that's my excuse. So we're only where we put the trim on. On the other side where it goes into a brace, that's fine. That's what we got the screws for. Because it's not going to stick through this side. But over here, sticking through about that much, which is, let's see here, tape measure. It's about a 1/2 inch. Whoops, about a 1/2 inch there. That each one is sticking through. Not looking too good, not too safe for. And I had to put that many. You wouldn't think I needed to put so many to hold that piece of wood on, but I was having to get that each board to flush up against that trim, otherwise water would get down in between and rot them out sooner. But anyway, we've got all these down here, and so we could either the easiest thing to do but that would require buying more wood, would be to back them out just far enough to, I don't know, put a piece of wood on this side, but anyway, or just get shorter screws, take those out and put shorter screws in there. That'd be the best thing, because I need more of these screws anyway. I'm already running low because I use so many for this, so I'd be able to use these for what I need them for. I didn't put as many down here, didn't need to, but that's quite a few. And so they're looking all sticking out. As far as the top, that didn't happen, so because the trim went into that brace up there, so it's only along the bottom here. So just need to get some shorter screws, probably some 1 in, whatever. I'll figure it out. 1 inch, or these are 2 inch, so 1.5, or I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll measure. Because we don't want to leave all these screws sticking through here on the side of the fence. And as far as that brace that we decided to replace, the bottom is fine. This one is fine, except for this piece here. But this is the 2x4 has been put here all the way down to compensate for this, So, and then up there the same thing, a 2x4. And all we need is a 2x4 all the way along, from that end all the way along here, because is that what we figured? Yeah, because this is not very good in certain spots, so we just need to put a 2x4 all the way down here, all the way down. Or did we think about it? No, see, right there is not good, so I don't remember what we figured out. Anyway, I think this one's fine, but we just need to put one down there and put another piece there, because that looks bad. And this is not good here, this piece. I think we decided to replace it all the way down. Okay. And I'm going to put a piece up here. I just wanted to add that. So this is missing. This piece here got so rotten, it just came out. And there's nails and stuff sticking out up there. Sticking through. It's hard to see on the video here with the lighting, but a couple of screws there sticking through. So just going to put a piece of 2x4 up there where there's wood missing, and replace this one down here, and that's it. That down there is pretty rotten too on top, but if I have any left over, I mean, see, that's freaking rotten, but you know, that's like bad. And this obviously bad, but a 2x4 is going to stick up a little bit, so you're really probably just for this, so it won't stick up higher than the top of the fence. I want to order a couple of little pieces of that 2x3 by 4. I mean 2x3s. This is a 2x3. Okay, this is a 2x3. That old stuff they used to put on fences. This is a 2x4. You see the difference? That's a 2x4. This is a 2x3, and same thickness, 2 inches thick, 2 inches thick, 3 inches wide, 4 inches wide. So that's what we're talking about. That old fence rail that they used to use back in the olden days, that they don't even sell in the stores anymore. You have to special order if you want it, but you might want to get some just for up there, so it won't stick up an inch higher than the top of the fence. Because if you put a 2x4 up there, it may stick up an inch higher. Down there, I think I can get away with it because the top is a little higher anyway. See, the top there is a little higher. So I think I can get away with a 2x4 there. But if you want to replace over here where it's bad, it's not falling apart and looking terrible yet, but it will soon. There, and this one here, it's rotten. I need to take that tape off of there, but anyway, and probably just go to, no, that one, you can tell that end there, rotten. So anyway, whatever y'all want to do. Okay, Skin, I'm on the other side over here on your side again, but I'm up on the ladder, see, and I'm looking at the top of the fence on down there. I just wanted to show you kind of what the state of this wood that goes across the top is in. This is the section right here that I want to go ahead and replace. It's up to you, as you can see, just right in here. And I think 2x4 might not stick up too high. We could try it. Looks like about an inch there. So we just try to put a 2x4 in there. I can just put it there and see. Okay, down here at the end of the yard there. And this is optional, but you just see this is way rotted here. It's not falling off and looking terrible yet, but it's about to. But anyway, okay, I want to show something else in a sec. And this shows the why the screws that are going through at the bottom down there, through only the trim, through the wood there is sticking through on the other side, because this is only about 1.5 inches. That's a 2-inch screw, so I need to get some 1.5 inch screws. As long as I don't drill them all down countersunk into through the wood, they'll be fine. They won't be sticking out on the other side. So I just need to get a box, probably just a small box of 1.5 inch screws like that. One more thing about screws I discovered: to put these 2x4s on the other side, really need some. These are 2-inch screws. Probably need 2.5, because that's only like, that's not much to be holding on a 2x4. It's hard to show on the camera. It's hard to get proper perspective, but that's only like tape measure. That's only sticking out there. That you've only got, let's see, this is actually this 2x4. Of course, they're not really 2 inches, they're only 1.5 inches. That's a 2-inch screw, so you've only got half of an inch of screw sticking through to hold the 2x4 to whatever you're screwing it to. And they're heavy, so we need to get 2.5 inch screws. So we need to get 1 inch screws to replace these at that bottom where they're sticking through, and we need to get, and I'll take all these back out and use those. Don't need more of these, don't think at this point, but and then we'll need to get, need to get some 2.5 inch screws to screw these 2x4s, these braces on the other side. So need to get some 1 inch screws and some 2.5 inch screws like this. And okay.